Hello everybody, my name is Reed Carlisle, or as some of you guys might know me a little bit better as, Drakey83. Today I'm going to go over a quick step-by-step tutorial on how to update your Dell AXIM X51V from Windows Mobile 5 to Windows Mobile 6 Football Edition. But before I get into that, I have a couple words of advice. First off, if you have a Dell PDA and you still have a warranty, please do not do this update because your warranty will be void. Secondly, if you're not very tech savvy and you don't know what you're doing, please do not do this update because you could brick or harm your PDA by doing this, and I am not held responsible or liable for any damages. Thirdly, football put a lot of time and effort into this update, so if you guys ever see him online, please go to his PayPal account and give him a couple extra bucks for his hard work and show him your appreciation. Alright, enough of that, let's get on to this update. Alright, as you can see, this is a website that you need to go to. Here's the URL. If you guys think this is too blurry or I'm not showing it long enough, I will post this on the YouTube site. Okay, I will scroll down. These are the screenshots of what your PDA will eventually look like. Okay, and right here is the ROM. But before I go into that, I'm going to go over here to the Maglite X50V website. This is a website that is very similar to the one I'm going to show you guys. This is for the X50V. I do not currently have an X50V, and I'm pretty sure everything is similar to the X51V when it comes to loading and updating, but I'm not 100% sure. Like I said, I don't own one, so this tutorial could possibly help those who own an X50V, but like any other update, please go on the forum and read it from front to back before you do any update. And if you still need help, go back to this tutorial and it might help you. I don't own one, like I said, and if I'm missing a step or if I'm skipping something, I'm sorry, but this could possibly help somebody who is stuck. Okay, enough of that. Okay, we're gonna go down to the AO3 RTM, right click on that, open a new tab. It's going to bring us to RapidShare. RapidShare is a great file sharing website. We're going to go down to the free tab, click on that, scroll down. It's going to tell me I have 1 minute and 3 seconds before I can actually download this. So I'm going to take that 1 minute and 3 seconds to show you some of the things we're going to need. First off, we're going to need a power supply. We have this standalone one that came with your Dell. We have the Cradle, which is another alternative power supply. We have the Dell AXIM. We have a SD card. You can go as low as a 286 card. And we have the stylus. All these are very important. First thing we're going to do is insert the SD card into either your computer if it has a built-in card reader, or you can go and buy an aftermarket card reader that might look something like that, probably smaller because that one's old. Okay, it's going to bring up the SD card screen. I'm going to just minimize that because I will eventually use it later. While I'm doing that, I'm going to go to the start screen, go to my computer, and then scroll down till I find my SD card. Right click on it and go to format. First thing we're going to want to do is make sure it's set on FAT32. It's pretty much a default setting, so you probably don't have to worry too much about it, but start the format. Once you start it, it'll go fairly quickly. Okay, it's done. Now you have a formatted SD FAT32 card in there. We're going to just shut this screen. We're done with that. As you can see, the the time clicker is done. So it's going to ask us to enter this code, Z834. This is just to protect RapidShare from bots. Okay, press the download. It's going to ask you to either open, save, or cancel. I'm going to click save. I'm going to tell it to save on the desktop. Then I'm going to click save. I'm not actually going to click save because I already have it downloaded to save some time. But right now, if you were doing this at your home, it would have a download screen up here. It doesn't take very long to download it, just a couple minutes. Okay, this is a file you're going to download. It's a zip file or a RAR file. You're going to either download WinZip or WinRAR to make this work. It's a free download, just Google it. Okay, you're going to have an MBO file and a CRC file. All you need to do is take these files and extract them onto your desktop. Okay, that's all it took. So now you see both the files are on the desktop. Man, I accidentally closed out my SD card screen. I'm going to go back to my computer, get back my SD card screen, and I'm just going to drag and drop these two files onto my SD card. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to get my PDA set up in the cradle just so I can hold it, so I can show you guys this. Okay, this button is a pretty important button. This is an on-off button. There's a button on the side. There's actually two buttons. It's hard to see because it's all black. There's a button on top that's a Wi-Fi button, and then there's a record button down at the bottom that you can record sound with. That's also the very top one. The Wi-Fi button is very important. And then on the very back, there's a reset button that's more like a hole than a button, but you can only press it if you use your stylus. That's a very, very important button. When you press this button, it'll soft reset it, and if you press the screen on-off button simultaneously while you're pressing this reset button, it'll hard reset it and reset all your programs on your computer or on your PDA. Okay, now my SD card's done. I'm gonna pop it out of my PC, put it in my PDA. Okay, now I put it in my PDA, and we're almost done. Right here, I'm going to set down my camera so I can get a better view. This right here is a part that it seems most people get the most confused about. Right now, I'm going to press on two buttons simultaneously. I'm going to press on the Wi-Fi button and the screen on-off button. I'm going to press on them both, and then I'm going to take my stylus while I'm still holding down both these two buttons. I'm going to press my stylus and the reset button. Okay, I'm just going to press it quickly, let go, and keep holding down these two buttons. As I hold down these two buttons, I'm going to hold them down until the bootloader menu is going to show up. The bootloader menu looks just like this. It's a white screen with the blue at the top that says SD image upload or update. Okay, now I can put that in my cradle. The reason I'm putting it in my cradle is to make sure I won't run out of batteries as I am updating the software, because if I do, I could end up hurting my PDA. I could end up breaking it. That would not be good. Okay, and as you can see, it's bringing up the bootloader screen with that white or the black line with the white letters. That's good. All I'm going to do is once those black letters are up, or the black line with the white letters are up, I'm going to press the action button twice. The action button is a button that's in the middle of all these direction buttons. Press 1, it's going to bring up a gray screen. Press 2, it's going to bring up another gray screen. And then it's going to say reading SD card. You're going to have a white line under there, underneath the reading the SD card. And underneath the white, or inside the white line, there's going to be blue that slowly creeps across the screen as it finally gets loaded. But at the end of that, it's going to ask you to do a hard reset. So if you remembered what I said earlier, the hard reset way, the way to do the hard reset is to press down the on-off screen button and simultaneously put this into the reset and press a hard reset at the same, or press the on-off button while you're pressing the reset button with the stylus on the back. Well, that's pretty much it. As you can see, it goes fairly quickly. It's kind of slow, but that's all it takes to update your Dell AXIM X51V. I hope for all of you who didn't know what you're doing, I hope this helped a little bit. For all those who did know what they're doing, I'm sorry I took up your time. But, well, I guess for everybody else, I'll see you online. Talk to you later. Bye.